Venom and Smoke podcast, you heard me?
Yo. This is your boy Mo Young kicking it to you live. As you can see, I'm in my Saints gear, so you know what time it is. Playoff time. So let's bring in Brandon, whose team who's not playing this weekend, not because they suck. They actually lucked up and got the 1 seed. That's his name.
What's going on, man?
Going on, man. I know your team is not playing this weekend, and we're gonna get into all the little wild card weekend things. You know, as you see me, I got my hat. Are we ready for the cold? We ready to come up there and and do damage. So I'm ready for the cold. I'm ready for Lambo. So
You know we don't have a dome, right?
I know. I'm ready for the cold. So you see the pump on right there. Cold, man. We gone. Got the hoodie on. We ready for the cold.
You better get some Saints gloves too.
No, man, I got Saints gloves too.
Snow boots, snow pants, boots, all that.
Oh, we good, man. Look, number 9 went to Purdue, so you know how to play in the cold.
Yeah, that was like 30 years ago.
But yeah, man. So we about to get started because you know, the game's about to kick off in a minute. But before we start with these NFL playoffs, man, we got the memory of those who couldn't make it. So, you know, I got my memorial, and bam, this for everybody who couldn't make it. So, if y'all on this list, Texans, Lions, Broncos, them boys, Bengals, Falcons, 49ers, Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, Jaguars, Cardinals, Eagles, Giants, Vikings, the Chargers, the Panthers, and the Raiders have a seat on my nice, lovely little couch right there. There y'all go. Welcome. Y'all get to watch the real teams play.
Damn.
And it's kind of hard seeing the Patriots up there. You didn't see the Patriots up there in a long time, man. But they finally made the playoff couch. They on the couch.
It's nice to see them on that couch.
It's about time. So that let me know that Brady might have been the reason why they went there instead of Belichick. You know, everybody giving Belichick that praise, but you know, you couldn't do it with Cam.
Nah, I don't agree on that.
But let's see with the first game of wild card weekend, as we can see, it's the Colts and the Bills. What you think about this matchup?
I'm going with the upset. I got the Colts winning this game.
Why you got the Colts winning this game? They're like the Bills are pretty fired up this week.
I guess for me, the Bills can't stop the run. I believe they're rated like 13th against the run. And I think you're going to see a lot of that boy JT running all over them. I guess the over-under on him was like 76 yards. I'm pretty sure he's going to run for 100 plus on him if they use him correctly today. Frank Reich has a tendency to get away from him in the second half of games for whatever reason. I don't know. I know Phillip Rivers has a bad record, especially when playing in the cold. But with that offensive line, the way Jonathan Taylor's been running, you got Hines out the backfield. T.Y. Hilton's revitalized himself the second half of this season. I I truly believe that the Colts are going to pull off this upset. Buckner's playing too, so that's huge for that defense. So, um,
I
Diggs is
got
going to get his. Josh Allen's going to do his thing, but the Bills not having a run game is ultimately what's going to hurt them the most in this game.
I got the Bills winning this. They a buzzsaw. They look like there was a buzzsaw at the end of the year. I don't know where this Stephon Diggs came from. He look like he playing us every damn week. That's what he look like right now. Look like he just catching. I never saw this Stephon Diggs. I've seen Stephon Diggs, break my heart a few times, but never seen this when he going to the Bills. I'm like, that's where careers go to die. And seems like he's making Josh Allen. He made Josh Allen the MVP candidate. So it's. I mean that they're a buzz off. Like they just whipping people's ass this week. I mean, this year, and it's like I never seen Buffalo doing this. So, and they all playing in Buffalo with those swirling winds. So, Philip got a weaker arm than Drew Brees. So you just saying it's just. I think Buffalo gonna pull this one out. Next week, I don't know, but I think Philip Rivers is going to lose this one.
I got Indy going all the way to the Super Bowl. So
Indy?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I have. I think their defense is dominant enough to help them out, and they got the run game going. And like I said, Rivers loves dumping off to his running backs. JT's been catching the ball at a great rate this season. We already know what Hines can do out of the backfield as a receiver. And like I said, Hilton's found himself again. Michael Pittman's finally healthy. Pascal he's been catching some passes here and there. Usually they come in the red zone for him. And then they need to get back to using the tight end, whether it's Mo Alley Cox or Jack Doyle or whoever. But they need to get back to using the tight end. But I think next to y'all, they're probably the most balanced team. I'd say they're the most balanced in the AFC.
You giving the Saints a praise? Oh my God!
Hey, don't get used to it.
They are pretty bad. I just have this feeling with this Bills team. It's just, I think they're the only ones who really, to me, can match KC with that firepower, with that big playability. And it's like they can hit you with one bomb, can change the whole game. Because Josh Allen got the top 2 arm in the league, like going this distance. We're not saying accuracy, but distance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
he can throw it pretty deep. So it's like one bomb can change the whole game. And when you have that type of firepower, man, it can help you in the playoffs. So I just had this feeling like you got about the Colts, about the Bills. I think they're gonna do the upset. I had the Bills actually going to the Super Bowl. Like actually had the Bills
So
going.
the thing about that for me is the Chiefs have been not impressive the second half of the year. Ever since they beat the Jets, they haven't beat a team by more than 6 points. So just me personally, obviously we know what they can do. We know Mahomes, we know Hill, Kelsey, and them other guys, they step up. But at the end of the day, they can't stop the run. And Kansas City themselves plays in cold weather. So what's going to happen when they run into a team that can run the ball? When they run into an Indianapolis Pittsburgh don't run the ball no more either. So I guess Indianapolis would be the only real threat on the ground in the AFC off the top of my head right now. But Tennessee. So
No, you can't forget Tennessee.
yeah,
Shit.
Tennessee. I think Cleveland's gonna lose this game, but if they manage to pull off a win and they end up playing against Kansas City, how do you stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt? It's stopping the run in the playoffs is the most important thing, and I guess that's what gives me the most confidence for us is seeing that we've been doing that lately. But we'll talk about us next week.
I'm just saying, the team that finally had their streak broken, against the Eagles. That makes me feel great because we're good at stopping the damn run. So makes me feel great, and we'll get to that later. The Saints later, we play tomorrow. So the next game is people who are familiar with each other. The Rams versus the Seahawks. It's a divisional game, so this one here can go either way. So conventional wisdom say the Seahawks, but it's a divisional game, so you never know who wins this one. So which one you going with, Rams or the Seahawks?
I'm going with Seattle. I don't know. I heard like a train or something, but there's no trains here. Uh, no, I'm going with Seattle on this one. The It's not looking good for Jared Goff, even if he does play. I mean, he's playing with screws in his thumb, so it's not looking good for them. So I'm not gonna trust John Wolford or whatever his name is to beat Russell Wilson in a playoff game. I know that Seattle's offense has struggled the second half of the year after getting off to that blazing hot start, but their defense has actually been number one since that offense started slumping. So I just don't see any way that a backup quarterback's beating Russell Wilson, and even if Goff plays, he's not going to be even his average self. So
That's the thing about injuries, man. It could have made this a better game if Golf wasn't hurt, but you know that Rams defense sometimes somehow steps up. I don't know. Like we expect them to get beat, they step up. So it's like I'm going with the Seahawks as well, but I'm kind of cautious on this game because, like I said, it is divisional, and who knows Russell Wilson better than the Rams? So they know how to. If they keep this close, the Rams can possibly pull it out. Like if Russ come and do what Russ do, this game is going to be a blowout. Probably be the worst one
yeah,
a wild card weekend if Russ goes out and beat Russ. So we don't know which Russ we getting. Are we gonna get MVP Russ for the beginning of the year? Or are we gonna get this Russ who struggled against San Francisco last week?
yeah.
So don't know which Russ
Well,
we're getting.
do we know if they're going to have fans? I know they announced for us that we're having fans, but I don't know if any other teams have announced that.
I think we're having fans though. I think we're having like 3,000 so because New Orleans went back to phase one. So we have about, I
Yeah,
think we're gonna have about 1,000 or so fans. I think us, but I don't know if they're having fans. I'm not sure.
I know they announced we're going to have about 6,000. So um, obviously, if Seattle has 3 to 6,000 fans, that's a huge boost for them too. We know they thrive off of the 12th man thing, so that's another factor that could weigh in for them, especially playing at home.
But if it's Walford playing, it's gonna be a blowout. If golf is in there, if golf is in there, even with a bad thumb, I give him a chance to make it interesting. But because that I don't even know who that quarterback is. I don't even know where he comes from. So
They
it's
call
like
they call him the Wolf on Wall Street.
oh man, he's about to get the hell beat out of him. But he might make us out to be a liar. So Rams fans, you might have hope. We might do a Jeff Hostetler what the Giants did when Phil Simmons went out. So he might do that.
Well, there's also Jamal Adams. I know he got hurt at the end of the game last week, and there were concerns about him. I personally think he'll gut it out and play, but you never
He
know.
stays hurt. No. Jamal Adams stays hurt.
I
So
was
that's a
actually really impressed to see he had 9.5 sacks this year as a safety.
well, he can't cover. He can't cover. We talked about this on the top 100 show we had earlier. He can't cover, so he might as well blitz and tackle, do play to his strengths. So he's nothing but a linebacker out there. He's Roman Harper. As we know, what Roman Harper did with us, we played the 49ers that year, and we put him on Vernon Davis. we lost. So I would
That
put Jamal
sounds like barbecue chicken.
Yeah, I'm like this. I wouldn't put Jamal Adams on anybody, so he can't cover. So, and I guess the final game of the day, that's the Buccaneers versus the football team. We actually got a football team in the playoff. Now, this is the most interesting game. I guess why they left it last. Me, I got old Tom Brady in the refs in this one. Uh, which is, do the football team have a chance to beat the Buccaneers? Or will Tom
I
Brady show why?
personally think if Alex Smith plays, because now I'm hearing that there's concerns about him possibly not playing this week. If Alex Smith plays, I think they have a chance. I would definitely take Washington +8. I guess that's what the line is right now. I would take Washington +8. I think Washington can win this game if Alex Smith plays. We know him as a game manager. He can keep the game close. He's not going to turn the ball over. We know Gibson's came on in the second half of the season. McKissick as the receiving threat out of the backfield. We know McLaurin is top 15 to 20 receiver. Logan Thomas has came on. To me, he looks like a mini Darren Waller right now. Obviously, he has room to go.
He helped me in one of my leagues.
And that defense is ranked number 2 in the league right now. And I think the last thing, huh?
I say besides Young, they have some dogs. They got like what 4 first-round picks up there.
Well, they got Ryan Kerrigan. They got I believe it's
Sweat.
Deron Payne. Or no, it's Allen.
Yeah.
They got Allen. They got
Sweat.
Sweat up there. They signed Kendall Fuller from the Chiefs on that Super Bowl team last year. And then they got I want to say his name is Curl, that safety. He's been stepping up. He's made a couple of plays the last few weeks, huge plays. So, and I don't know, is Landon Collins still there?
Nah,
I don't know if he even
Collins,
starts anymore.
I don't know where he went. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I don't know if
Since
he's
he was
still
with us.
there or not.
I don't know. But he couldn't cover anyway, so that's another safety that couldn't cover.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, he's one of them guys that have to play that hybrid role. But like I said, I think the last thing that Tom Brady wants is to see Montez Sweat and Chase Young coming off the edge at him. And then you still got Ryan Kerrigan and you still got Allen and Laurinaitis. They just have so much depth on that front seven. And Tom's going to be trying to get that ball out quick. If Washington jumps one of those little bubble screens and they decide to cover the running back out of the backfield, because that's all you have to do to beat Tom, is cover the running back out of the backfield. That's how you beat him. I don't know how teams haven't figured that out in 20 years, but that's how you beat him. And if Washington can figure that out, I don't know how he stands up against this pass rush. And Donovan Smith is trash.
I'm just saying, I kind of, for my own selfish reason, want the Buccaneers to win because I fear, I can say I fear the football team more than I do the Buccaneers. We see what we do the Buccaneers, but because that damn, you know what gets Drew Brees? It's pressure from the front four, especially inside. So their defense is more dangerous. So I'm like, if we had to, they won and we won, we would have to probably face them. So it depends on how the Seahawks Rams game and all that goes. But yeah, for the most part. But it looks like Nasty made it here. He got Derrick Henry something on his name. Derrick Henry MVP.
Oh,
MVP.
we know he's lying.
MVP. Come on, man. Y'all got to put some respect on 2,000 yards, man. Y'all got
Go
to put
ahead and
respect on his
accept the
name.
Offensive Player of the Year award.
Y'all, yeah, Aaron Rodgers can take that this year. MVP is Derrick
No,
Henry,
that's
man.
what Henry got.
That's the MVP,
How,
man.
how's Henry MVP and he lost to Aaron Rodgers and had a subpar game?
I mean, that's how much he's the MVP when 98 yards is considered subpar. You know what I'm
It
saying? I
is.
can see if he only had 45, 50. Nigga had 98 yards
Well,
and he still was subpar. Come on, man.
considering
That's when
that
you know
we
you're the
had
MVP.
considering we had two running backs that outplayed him, pretty sure he's not MVP.
It wasn't two running backs outplayed him. The whole team outplayed our team because we knew we had nothing to play for. See, if you haven't noticed anything about Mike Vrabel, we did the same thing last year against the Saints. We 16. When we ain't got nothing to play for, he don't coach to win the game. He rested everything and he just took that L because he knew if we won
Oh,
the
you
next
talking
week,
about
we won our division.
when Michael Thomas broke the record on y'all? You talking about that game?
Yeah.
The game you talking
Why you think we said Derrick Henry that game against y'all? Because it didn't
Who's
it didn't
gonna
matter.
play that game too? So we ain't worrying about it. We ain't
See what I'm
worrying
saying?
about
Like
Derrick
like
Henry.
Vrabel do that. He don't coach to win games. He feel like we don't have to win. Dumbest shit I've heard in my life, but that's what he do.
Man, you right on time, bro. Because the next game we was talking about. Well, let's get your picks on the Colts versus the Bills. Who you have?
So
Colts versus
so
Bills.
normally I'm a coach hater because I hate everything in my division. But strictly for Tennessee Titan purposes only, I need them to go in there and pull his upset. I need y'all to go in there, give Jonathan Taylor 35 carries. That's the only way you keep Josh Allen on the side. Darius Leonard, you got to play out your mind. Buffalo don't have that much of a running game, so I need to see them pass coverage skills. I need to see that so-called top five defense these Colts got go up in Buffalo and shock the world, man. I need y'all to win this game for me. That way
So
we ain't got to go to Kansas City second round. That's all I'm looking for.
there's two for the Colts. One myself picked the Bills. And how you got Rams and Seahawks?
Man, that is a coin toss. Like the Rams defense
But
is
Jared Goff
on
is hurt.
one, but their offense hurting. The Seahawks offense been struggling, and then their defense started stepping up. So to me, I really think this is gonna be on Russell Wilson's shoulder. I don't know what he's been on these last few weeks because he's been looking average and regular. So I need Russell Wilson to step up and play a game out of his mind. I think now I'm gonna say it this way: if Waffle starts, I'm going for the Rams. But if Jared Goff go out there trying to pull it old Captain Rooney, give me the Seahawks all day.
Hey, sir, there's only one Captain Rooney. He plays for the black and gold.
You know what? You're right. What's the quarterback name from the replacements then that they benched for Shane Falco?
I forgot his name, man. I forgot his name, man.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Oh man. And the Buccaneers versus the football team. Who you got for them?
Man, say, bro, I don't think the football team gonna have enough offense to win the game. Defensively, they got the hogs to give Tampa Bay problems, but I don't think they're gonna score enough points to win the game. So, as much as I hate to even say this out loud, I got the Bucks to win because I don't want Tom Brady to win the more playoff games, but it looks like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, for my own selfish purposes, I picked the Buccaneers too. Because I'd rather see the Buccaneers than the football team, actually. Be it real with you.
Hey, bro, because
You know,
they front seven
get out
legit.
of
They front seven legit. They just don't have no offense.
Yeah, that's what I say. We'll smack the shit out the Bucks. We showed that already. We have to play the Bucks. We'll smack the shit. We ain't worrying about that. We
I
ain't
do
worried
want to
about that.
know. I do want to know if Mike Evans is playing this week or not. I know they said he's a game time decision, but
He's gonna play. You know
The
he's
way
gonna
he
play.
looked when he got hurt, even if he play, he's not
I'm
gonna be 100%.
yeah, that's how I feel. And
He
playing
still
in
got
that
that man.
snow, I don't know if it's snowing in Washington, but it's gonna be cold. If it's out there snowing,
And them joints
he
gonna
might
lock
slip
up.
and hurt himself again.
Like I
So
said, they
Because
got
he hurt himself
they
and
got
didn't even get touched.
It's gonna be another AB game.
Yeah, that's his favorite target
Hey, well, I
anyway.
mean,
He likes AB.
he can. AB can carry the load.
Yeah,
Shit, that's what they got him for. So you don't bring in AB unless you're gonna use him.
I mean he's
As
the
long
best
as
receiver of the last decade. So
Hey, I mean that's debatable, but
to be
he got a good argument. He got a damn good argument.
I
But
give
let's
you
talk about
Julio.
Sunday. That's the
That's
Saturday
my pick.
slates.
That's my pick.
So we already know what Nash is gonna pick. We know Nash is gonna go pick the Titans. I would be shocked, and I'll probably just cancel the podcast if you pick the Ravens. Because I would be shocked if you pick
So
the Ravens.
so let me ask you this. Give me one reason why I would pick the Ravens over the Titans.
First of all,
Because
the
your
Titans are
defense
your
is trash.
team. So,
My defense been
you know,
trash all year, and we dominated them the first time we played them anyway.
Yeah, but they
man, I think
changed their
Lamar
play style
way
since then.
Here,
back.
here- here's why the Ravens can't beat us, right? And I've told y'all this years and years and years. The way to beat our team is your quarterback got to be capable of throwing for 300. And I don't mean 300 up the middle. You gotta be able to work the sidelines because my cornerbacks are extremely suspect. I don't know what Malcolm Butler be doing half the time. Or Dory Jackson look like a shell of himself right now. But Lamar, we got the blueprint to stop Lamar Jackson. We showed the world how you stop Lamar Jackson. You don't let him get to the outside when he's running, and you make him throw the ball to the outside. He don't have the receivers to beat us on the outside. It's a fact. Hollywood Brown he hasn't been nowhere near what he was last year. Nobody cares about nobody named Willie Snead. His name Willie. Come on, Willie. Nobody worry about no Willie. Come on, Willie. Really? We worrying about Willie? Man, all you
I
do is take
mean,
away his tight ends, force him to
Willie
try to
Bean
throw it to the
was a
edge,
good ass moving quarterback.
and then y'all can say what y'all want, but Derrick Henry owns them people. I see another 200-yard running day, but he only
Derrick
gonna need
Henry,
25 carries this time.
Derrick Henry owns a lot of people this year and last year. So
Hey,
he what 6'3", 6'2".
Unfortunately, unfortunately for my pockets, he didn't own us.
Well, he
man.
got 98 yards though, bro. That's still almost 2 yards from 100 though, bro. That's still
Hey,
Hey,
bro,
he
but see,
didn't get it though.
that's when you know
that's
you the
still big.
MVP when people are saying 98 yards was a bad game. That's how
Look,
you
man,
know
get the
how
one
valuable
seed,
he is.
get the one seed in your in your conference or whatever, and then maybe you got an argument.
I,
But you
I
couldn't
don't want
even
the
beat
one
the real
seed.
MVP. You couldn't even beat the real MVP. So
I don't
Like
want
I
the one
said,
seed in the reason. I want to
we
make it
ready
to the
on
Super
that.
Bowl and win it
So
all.
if y'all make the Titans, y'all gonna see us because we gonna knock them out. We going to the cold. That's why I'm ready. Cold ready. I'm cold ready. We ready to go
you
to the
know
cold.
the last 7 years, all the Super Bowl participants all had a bye week. The last 7 years, all 14 teams.
Well, it look like
So
Kansas City gonna go. So that's
They
what you're
ain't
telling me.
going.
Cause y'all ain't
They ain't going.
because y'all ain't making it. It
We
might change.
I can't keep hating.
But like I said,
we
we
gonna see.
know you gonna pick. So Brandon, who you picking out of this one?
My heart wants to say the Ravens. I want to say that Lamar finally gets his playoff win that he needs to solidify himself and max out on this contract extension he's got pending. But I don't know how they stop Derrick Henry. I don't know how they stop him. We know that Peters and Humphries are dogs, so I'm not too worried about Tannehill beating them through the air. But it's gonna be up to Ngakwe and Calais Campbell to stop Henry in the run game, and then obviously Lamar's gonna have to make plays. What I do like that they've changed since that last meeting is they've been able to find running lanes for Lamar, and they've obviously been using J.K. Dobbins a lot more, who's been their
Who
most
should have
effective
been?
running back all season. So uh, th- those would be the only reasons that I would have more faith in Baltimore. But like I said earlier, when it came to the Bills and Colts game, you got to be able to run the ball in the cold and stop the run as well. And I'm not confident that Tennessee can stop the run, but Derrick Henry is on another level from Dobbins and Lamar.
It's a hater pick. I can't pick Tennessee. If you would want me to pick Tennessee, number one, you
I
would
sure
want
don't.
me to pick Tennessee.
I damn sure don't.
I could be haters and say, you know what, Tennessee gonna win this game just to piss him off. But I really believe this is a statement game for Lamar. It's gonna show you if he's a franchise quarterback or he just gonna be, a very good quarterback that's not gonna win you shit. So this is a statement game for him. So if he can't get over this Titans hump, he ain't gonna get them big bucks like he's looking for.
But see, I can't say that because
Can't get
him
that, man.
him not being able to beat us is not his fault. They haven't provided him with another weapon yet. Willie Snead is not a number 2 receiver. Dez Bryant damn sure ain't the number 2 receiver no more at this point. And Hollywood Brown is proving that he's not a true number 1 receiver. So when are they gonna give him a target to win on the outside?
They tried to in the draft, but Duvernay is not ready yet. And
no, they're too worried with drafting fucking tight ends every year.
Yeah.
Well,
they gonna hit you with them tight ends because I don't know if they scared if Lamar can't throw it accurately deep, so they try to give him safety blankets. I don't know.
Hey man, you gotta give him people that can separate if you want that team to go to the next level. Yeah, they can run the ball on a lot of teams effectively, and that's cool. But when it comes down to sometimes, like for instance, last year when they got down against us and they had to throw, you don't have the weapons to beat nobody vertically on the edges. So that made it hard for Lamar because once we took away Andrews and what Mark Andrews and whatever the big other 88, once we took the tight ends away, you don't have those seam throws. You have nobody separating on the edges. So what is he supposed to do with the ball at that point?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this has to be a statement game though, because first year he got in the playoffs, he was a rookie, and people say rookie Lamar, he'll be back next year. Then another year he was number 1. Went up against y'all, they got the shit kicked out of him. So this is statement year 3. Usually year 3, you gotta show that you can win.
I mean,
the bright side for Baltimore is there's no Earl Thomas on that defense this year.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing. Hey, bro, you know what, man? I sent Earl a message, man, to ask some people to bring him back for one more game because we can always use another fullback now. Come on, lead the way. Let Henry get another 200 on y'all.
That man's career has not been the same since he returned into a fullback.
Hey, bro, nobody signed him last year. I don't even understand that.
Him and his brother had a threesome, and his wife called him, and then he got kicked. Then no team won't touch him. So this man, look, Derrick Henry changed his man's life.
So now you blaming Derrick Henry for that?
Blaming Derrick Henry, man. Derrick Henry baptized this man.
Boy, that's cool.
I'm waiting on your boy. Who? The one for the Bills. Who he baptized?
Josh Norman.
Hey, you know what? I haven't seen Josh Norman play since then either.
Man scored a touchdown a couple weeks ago, man. That was last week. Josh Norman been playing ball ever since he got through on his face.
And then the other guy he just baptized. His life gonna go to shit. Because every time Derrick Henry hits somebody, their life goes to shit.
Well, first of all, the man life, the last.
So that must confirm that the Bills losing.
Oh man.
Well, Josh Norman gonna have a horrible game. He might give up 3 touchdowns.
Oh man. Well, not the Phillip Rivers on. Fuck, he ain't throwing that bitch nowhere.
We all know he got a noodle on. Probably because he's too busy making kids to work on his own.
Ain't nothing wrong with making babies now. I ain't gonna let you talk about baby makers now.
I'm just saying, look, Phillip got the weakest arm in the playoffs right now. We could just agree on that. It's even weaker than number 9's arm. I'm sorry, it is. It's weaker than
number 9 on weaker than his. Cause Phillip he hit T.Y. on some deep balls occasionally.
Number 9 threw a 40-yard pass the other day. The other day in the game, I was shocked.
Did you say a 24-yard pass? That what you said?
I said a 40-yard pass. I was shocked. I was damn shocked
But
when
I
he
but
would.
went the game.
This what I'll say. I'll say Alex Smith got the weakest arm in the playoffs.
Nah, I can't
no,
go back. I can't do it.
no,
I can't do it. Because Philip Rivers looked
nah,
like
Yeah, I got.
nah. Alex
Uh,
can throw it.
yeah.
He just Alex is just so cautious about making errors that he don't throw it as much as he should.
Yeah, he should throw it more.
And then he got that bionic leg too. I don't
Drew
know,
Brees got
man.
the weakest arm in the playoffs.
Nah, it's Philip Rivers by a mile.
I don't know.
He
They
throw
say the leg
side.
giving him problems. He always did throw side on.
He throws sidearm and it's a push. He don't
Shit, I
even throw
remember
it
him,
no more. It's like push. He push
bro.
throws it.
But
He stopped
Drew
with it.
Well, I was
Drew did a
watching the.
full track sprint to throw the ball 25 yards.
Philip
Don't
Rivers
say
can't
you
even
don't
throw the
remember
ball.
that, because I know you remember it.
I remember, but
Oh
look,
man.
you're not understanding. Philip Rivers can't even throw a 10. Shit, that's
Hey,
why he
you know,
threw.
Hey,
He
you
bro.
know
glad.
what it reminds me. You know what that reminds me of? I remember when Jay Cutler played for the Dolphins, and this man he went on a full out sprint to throw a Hail Mary, and he threw that bitch out of bounds at the 40, and he was at like his own 40. So he threw it 20 yards down the field, but he threw it like into the crowd. Like
Hey,
he
he can get
Jay
didn't even get it
Cutler.
down the field.
But speaking
So
of
so who you think had
catch
the
move,
funniest career, Jay Cutler or Mark Sanchez?
Sanchez. Sanchez by a mile, man. This man, ever since
The
he got
funny,
that
the
damn
funniest career.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a tough one because obviously I've seen Jay Cutler fail so many times. It was like
Sanchez,
Hey, bro,
when
I'll
when
never
the
forget.
Bears signed him, because I was still living in Wisconsin at the time, and all my friends were Bears fans, and they would they're like, yeah, we got Jay Cutler, and like he looked promising coming from Denver, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not worried about no Jay Cutler. And then they got to the NFC Championship, and I'm like, oh damn, we got to play these fuckers again because they still had that dominant defense at the time. And sure enough,
Jay
that
Cutler.
man Jay Cutler was like, oh, my knee hurts. Caleb Haney comes
Right.
in.
I remember that.
Caleb
Yeah, I
Haney
remember that.
comes in, and he threw that pick six to Raji to pretty much seal up the game. And ever since that moment, that's when Jay Cutler's career went completely downhill. I was like, oh, he has poor work ethic. He's a bad leader. I know Devin Hester was even interviewed on it earlier this year, and he was like, yeah, he's the worst locker room teammate I've ever had in my life.
I'm just saying, look, Jay
Man,
Cutler
that
still.
story was funny to me. He said, man, Jay Cutler would walk past him and wouldn't even speak to him.
He said he put his
And the
head down and
story
walked past.
he said about
Yeah.
when Brandon Marshall cursed,
With all that, he still
he said
statistically
Brandon Marshall cursed Jay Cutler
the
out in
best
practice one
pass
day,
quarterback.
and Jay Cutler threw
That's
Brandon
about
Marshall
it.
every pass in practice. Like,
Yeah, he said
who the
like
fuck does
20
that?
straight passes. He said he made like $1 million off of Julius Peppers that day in practice because after Brandon Marshall cussed him out, he was like, I bet he throws it to him. And he kept saying it over and over and made like $1 million in practice.
Yep,
But Sanchez
that shit was crazy.
he ate ass early on the field. He literally had ass in his face and he fumbled the ball. I can't get that man career downhill after he got booty bumped in the face. It was over. That boy career was over after that. Mark
But it was
Sanchez,
like,
he never bounced
it,
back.
it was like every time Chicago would play us, though, it was like their fans had so much hope because that defense would keep the game close the whole time. And then they're like, yeah, Cutler's going to do it this time. And every single time he would throw us an interception to end the game. I think they did like a counter. He had like, it was somewhere from like 18 to 21 interceptions against us alone in his career. And it's just hilarious if you watch that highlight video. So, me personally, just playing him that many times, it makes it funnier to me just seeing like that letdown every single time and knowing how excited that fan base was to have him, and then just building up that hope just for them to crush it. But
pretty much.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased
He said,
there,
But
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 Jay
look,
Cutler
but
had a
but to
hilarious
more
career.
point,
he said
Sanchez did end up
funniest.
eating ass on the field though.
He ate ass on the field and fumble.
He ate
He
ass on the
did.
field. That did happen.
So look, you look up the most boneheaded plays. I bet you that butt fumble comes up. And when you say Mark Sanchez, you think of what? Butt fumble. You don't think of nothing
True.
else. You don't think of
I
USC.
think
You don't think he brought his players, the Jets to the AFC Championship. No, you think butt fumble when you think Mark Sanchez. That's why I say I go with Sanchez because you say it's funniest. Like funniest
I
career.
honestly, when I think of most
You can't
boneheaded
be an
plays, I
ass
think of
game
Taysom Hill
USC
earlier
dog.
this week against us.
Yeah.
That Taysom Hill
Speaking of
fumble.
Yeah.
old team and Taysom Hill, it's the Bears versus the Saints. As you can see who I'm gonna go for. I already know who I'm going for. I don't have to say it. That we're gonna win this one. We should win this one. Because Mitch Trubisky is the quarterback. I worry if Nick Foles was the quarterback, then I don't fucking worry. But Mitch Trubisky, I think we can handle him. Nick Foles gave a brother a scare when we was whooping their ass earlier this year. And then he came back getting that Nick Magic. So Nick Magic is not here. They're going to Mitch Trubisky. Who y'all going? I know the haters. Here come the haters. Hater number one.
Y'all gonna fucking lose, man. Y'all gonna fucking lose. Let me tell you something, bro. Y'all bragging and y'all went to overtime when them people was sad. They finally realized in order to win in this league, you gotta run the ball. Them two sorry ass quarterbacks they got ain't supposed to get it done. Some people gonna beat y'all ass, bro. Roquan Smith
You know,
and fucking Khalil Mack gonna combine for 42 tackles and 8 sacks. They gonna fuck Drew Brees up. Then y'all gonna put Taysom Hill in, and they gonna fuck him up too. And then y'all gonna put Famous in, and he gonna get thrown out the game because he do stupid shit. I just can't wait, bro. They gonna fuck y'all up, bro. I just can't wait, bro. Let's go Bears. Let's go, baby.
okay,
They gonna
we
fuck y'all up.
need
I'm wearing
So
all black
we,
Sunday.
we need unequivocally. I'm telling you a hater, bro. Here's a hater pick, and I don't want you picking the Saints.
Bro,
I
listen.
don't want you picking the Saints.
When have I
I
not
don't want you
admitted
picking.
that it's hate? I would never
It's
pick
hate.
that. Bro, listen. Y'all can line up against DeVry University, and I'm gonna think DeVry gonna beat y'all. I don't care.
I'll
I
take
hate
that.
y'all. I have
I'll
no
take that
problem
in this
admitting
hate.
that. It's nothing but hate.
I'll hate.
I hate. I hate
That's
you.
why
I hate the
let's go
Saints. I hate
Lamar.
your hat.
I know that you ain't got Tennessee garbage ass colors on right now.
You want me to get them? Cause they with me.
Let's go Lamar. Let's go Lamar.
You
We
know
ain't
I'll go.
talking Kendrick
You
Lamar.
know I'll go nowhere
We
without them.
we
Now.
we talking about
well,
Samuel Jackson's son, Lamar Jackson. Let's go. You look like Samuel Jackson. Let's go
Hey,
Lamar.
well,
but you
well,
see,
look. At
I
least
don't
we'll
have to
get
have
something
my
good
team's gear
out of
on
whipping
because my
their ass.
team is resting this week.
There you go.
You
Okay.
know what? Fuck
Well,
this
you right,
match.
cause y'all did lose. Your team did lose last night, so I wouldn't want to get either.
What you mean? I'm wearing my team. I'm talking about the Packers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm talking about
thought
the
you were
team that
talking
lost
about
last
me.
night.
We
Yeah,
won
I'm
last
wearing
night.
them.
I'm about to say we won last night.
Oh, y'all actually won a game yesterday?
Yeah, we won the game, bro.
The Pistons
We
won a
beat
game?
the Suns. Yeah, we beat the
That's why it's
Suns.
so cold out here,
He's
man.
bragging. He's
Well,
bragging.
no.
He's bragging. He's bragging because they beat the Phoenix Suns and they're currently the 1 seed. Like that's gonna last the whole season or something. But them
You
boys
can't
lost to
brag on
us
beating
2
Chris
straight.
Paul.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Look, we beat Chris Paul and Devin Booker. You know, we wasn't supposed to be
But
no
y'all
way in that
lost to
game.
Giannis and Chris Middleton twice
And that's
in a
cool.
row.
We don't care about y'all. We don't worry about y'all. Like I say, look. We were down. I like the fight. We were down 23, and we won. Came back and won in OT.
Y'all beat Chris
So
Paul, man. You don't get no stripes for that, man. Dude's a
man,
bitch.
y'all beat.
You you
Who did y'all
you don't
beat?
get no credit for
Y'all
beating no bitch.
you beat PG-13. You beat Pandemic P, and you want some you want some credit.
I said,
You
bro,
beat Pandemic P and Hannibal Lecter. That's who y'all beat.
Hey,
All I
bro,
know,
all
I know is
we
Pat
beat
Beverly's
a
breath
blocker.
stink.
It looked like it. It really do. It look like it's hot as a motherfucker. Hot mouth.
Somebody need to get him some mints for Christmas.
I'm just saying, man. You want credit for beating Pandemic P?
Hey, bro, we came back from down 20.
We came down from 23. What you talking
We
about?
was down 20. We fought back and won the game. So I'm not
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
they
happy
didn't.
with how we
The
looked. Cause at
Warriors
the end of
didn't
the
need
day,
overtime.
Wiggins is sad.
We
Oh,
should
y'all
have
had to
won
go
it in
overtime to do it?
regulation.
Oh. Mm.
We should have won in
But I know why
regulation,
y'all
but
didn't, cause y'all got Blake Griffin saying that he was punch saving for his old lady Chris Paul.
you don't understand how much I hate Blake Griffin right now. You don't fucking
That's your
understand
best. That's
how
your
much.
favorite player.
No, Blake Griffin is slowing
You
us down.
did say before the season y'all could make the playoffs if Blake Griffin played well, but
If he
y'all are
played
currently
well,
like the 15th seed in the East.
and until I seen him play, his knees is older than mine. So I ain't worried about that. He can't move. I'm like, I'm looking at
That's some
these
So
old
you
ass
stats.
knees.
blaming
They older
him?
than yours. They
It's
older
worse
than
than
yours. Them
mine.
motherfuckers old.
Well, they're
Anyways,
not
Your knees
older
for
gotta
than
be
my
at
your
least
back.
80
pick,
right now.
Your back and your
for
damn
my pick,
hamstrings are worse than mine, but still.
I'm picking
But
the
back to
Bears with the
to
upset.
Shut up. Hey, bro,
y'all.
that's
I
not
know
an
y'all
upset
both
because they're the
need
better
to
team.
see the Bears go in. So let's go to the
So
last game.
no. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So, like he said, Khalil Mack is gonna do his thing like always.
Like he did when he
But
played us before. He ain't do shit. Khalil Mack didn't even touch Drew
he
Brees.
he,
Or
he,
Taysom
he,
Hill.
did,
I'm
he
sorry.
did enough to he did enough to take out the overtime. But anyways,
No, that was all Nick Foles. That was all Nick Foles. And Nick Foles ain't playing this game.
so what y'all ain't prepared for is that Trubisky's an athlete. He ain't no Jalen Hurts. But if y'all ain't ready for it, he gonna burn y'all on some runs just like Hurts
Man,
did. And once y'all
interception.
start overcommitting to that, that's when Montgomery's gonna start going. And then y'all gonna give up two 100-yard rushes again in the playoffs, and y'all gonna lose to another NFC North team. And if they don't get it done, we gonna get it done for them anyway. So it don't
I
matter.
ain't gonna get it done nothing.
Oh,
So I'll put it this way. Once we massacre these Bears because we get all our players back, all of them rolling through. All of we have not been healthy. They
oh
say
yeah,
Drew
yeah.
Brees.
Shout out to NFL for that.
Look. Drew Brees, Kamara, and Thomas only play. They played less than 10 quarters together the whole year.
So
So
what you
We
think their
get the whole
chemistry is gonna look
so
like?
man. Look, all we gotta do is
And
slant,
look,
slant.
the chemistry was already broken before the season when Breeze came out talking about,
Don't you
yeah,
understand?
I think they should stand for the national anthem. So
Don't you understand? Brees is angry.
that's
Brees is
that stuff
angry
that
because
stuff
he
was
didn't get
already,
don't you
huh?
understand? He didn't get to storm the Capitol. He didn't get to go storm the Capitol, so he pissed off right now.
Nah, he was watching all his friends.
He pissed off that he had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? He pissed off.
you show
He couldn't go to. He had to go to
you
work.
show Drew Brees wasn't there?
And he had to miss the Capitol. So he pissed off about that. So he gonna throw for 500 yards because Trump got
Drew
voted
Brees
out.
was out there calling the plays.
Shit, it worked. They got through. They got through. Shit, they got through the defense.
They got through, but y'all ain't getting through, so that's fine.
Don't worry
Cause Drew
about it.
Brees on call running plays.
We come back.
That little
We
can't
come
throw the
back.
ball
Nah,
40 times no more.
in all seriousness, this game is gonna come down to Sean Payton deciding that he's actually gonna utilize Alvin Kamara. I mean, against Minnesota, yeah, he ran the ball, but most of those were in the red zone, except for the one long run. But he has this fascination with playing Murray more than Kamara for some reason. I don't know why. It'll
I
be
think that
Kamara comes in on first down, gets a 5-yard run, and then he'll call Murray's number on second and third down, and it's like, why are you doing that? So it's gonna come down to him, you know, giving the ball to AK and if Breeze and Michael Thomas are on the same page.
Man, as
And
y'all say, he's the
I
slant
know,
boy.
I know, I
How
know,
hard is the slant?
I know. Yeah, and you know how much time it takes to complete a slant in the NFL?
Doesn't take long. It doesn't take long.
It does take long.
It doesn't take long. Go throw it right there to him.
It does, especially when the windows are this big.
I'm saying, look, just like
But
Drew
the
going
one
out
thing
with
that y'all
the
do have working in your favor
I got
is
him
y'all have
last year.
Roquan Smith and Darnell Mooney might not play. So that's what y'all got working in your favor. But I think the Bears pull off that upset.
That's because that's a hate pick.
Roquan
We
gonna
don't
play.
know they hate.
I'm banking on that.
'Cause I don't care who the
No, it's
Packers
not because
playing.
I don't like the
I hate
Bears.
you.
I'll put it this way. I don't care who the
I
Packers
hate y'all.
playing or the
I'm
Packers
hating.
playing. Pick whoever. They could be playing Notre Dame out there with that soft ass defense Notre Dame got, and I will pick Notre Dame over them. So I don't
Good.
care. Like you say, Divine University, I will pick Divine University. So I don't expect y'all to pick for me. Pick for the,
I'm
I
hating.
never
I
pick
I don't care.
genuinely
I ain't got no shame in that. I hate y'all.
I can't stand y'all, man.
I'm ready to do another Get
For
the
the
Gat
last
challenge when
game,
y'all lose.
I hear you. Last game of the wild card weekend is the Browns versus the Steelers.
Steelers
We
easy.
So here's my position on that. I actually think the Steelers are going to regret letting the Browns make the playoffs because Roethlisberger has not looked anywhere close to what he's supposed to be in these last few weeks. Yeah, y'all gave him a week of rest, but I don't think that's what he needed. I'm not banking on Baker Mayfield at all, but I think the Browns are going to take the air out the ball, let Chubb and Hunt eat, and I think the Browns pull that upset and beat the Steelers.
All right, who you got? Who you got, Brandon?
Steelers by a million.
Damn.
I have
What?
no
They
faith.
can't run the ball.
I have no faith in
How?
Cleveland whatsoever. They lost Olivier Vernon for the
First game
season.
ever.
It's their second best pass rusher. I know that there's been concerns over Roethlisberger, but the practice squad for Pittsburgh almost beat Cleveland last week. Cleveland lost their starting safety, Ronnie Harrison, to COVID. They also lost their starting guard due to COVID. And Baker Mayfield is pathetic with any sort of pressure in his face. He's already trash in the first place. He chokes in clutch situations. They don't have their head coach to call plays. That team, they're gonna get blown out.
If they were playing anybody else but the Steelers, I would agree with you. The Steelers can't run the ball. Ben can't throw the ball. I gotta go with the Browns.
I'm
I think the Browns are the upset.
telling you that Pittsburgh defense is gonna make the plays they need to make, and it's not gonna be
I'm just
close.
saying because they got a two-headed monster with Cleveland. If they use them right, this game won't be close. If they use Chubb and they use Hunt, this game won't be close. The Browns gonna pull away.
Yeah, I would have thought that
We're
last
not
week.
coming back through that door.
I would have thought that last week, but they almost lost to the practice squad. And then the week before, they lost to the Jets. This team is garbage, and they only got worse.
I mean,
I'm just saying the
but
Steelers are
even with
garbage.
the Jets lost. Eh, they didn't have none of the receivers for the Jets.
I
None
don't
of
want
their
to hear
starters
that.
played for the Jets.
I'm not trying to hear
So,
that. No, because they still had their run game.
uh,
Why couldn't they run the ball?
Jets actually have a good
I
run
mean,
defense.
because the Jets front seven is still legit. They just don't have no coaching and no offense. But
No offense whatsoever.
some of those
Shit.
reasons you named is why I'm leaning towards the Browns. Because just like you said, they lost Olivier Vernon. Bud Dupree not coming back on the field for the Steelers this season. So
But Dupree
all
missed
you
almost
got
the
to do
whole
is find
year.
TJ Watt. Exactly. And the Steelers haven't looked good since they lost him.
All you got to do is find the defensive player of the year. Come on, man.
That's all you gotta do.
And
And
then
if
we
you were
gonna sit
smart,
here
you
and
would do
act
what we
like
do
Minka
and run
Fitzpatrick
right
ain't
at him.
back there lurking on whatever play that Baker tries to throw, because Baker
Take the
has this
ball out of
obsession with trying to throw 20
Baker's
yards
hand.
down the field.
Take the
And
ball out
that's
of
why you
Baker's
take
hand.
the L the ball and run the ball. Make Mika Fitzpatrick come up there and make some tackles.
You know that they're not gonna do that. Because
If
that's
they
not the
if
type of
they're
player
smart, they'll
that
do it.
Baker is. Baker is like
I,
a
I
great value version of Brett Favre. He's like a great
okay, so let me
value
put it this way.
version.
I agree with all your points. I'm just hoping that the Browns do the smart thing and take the L the ball. Because this is a game they could win. So I personally want to
Easily.
see Hunt with 15 to 20 carries and Chubb with
He won't.
25 to 30 carries. They need to take the L the ball, run it down these people's throat. That's the only way they got a chance to win the game.
If
Chubb
Baker throws
should
the
get
ball
20 to
over 20
25
times,
carries, but Hunt will probably see 8 carries, maybe 12 touches total, because the Browns are just dumb. And Baker's gonna throw the ball like 40 times. He's probably gonna have 2 turnovers.
well, that's an L if
He's
he throws 40.
garbage.
That's
If
an L if
if
he
Baker
throws
has
40.
anything over 25 pass attempts, they lose.
He gonna lose. But
Yeah,
we're
he
hoping
will,
on the
and they
banking.
will.
We banking on the
He
smart
will, and they
plays.
will. But why do you
But
think that when they're gonna have a backup play caller? They're not even gonna have their original play caller. They're gonna do some dumb shit, and Baker is gonna take stupid chances, and it's
I'm
not
hoping
gonna
the
work.
backup play caller
So
makes them
so
run the
wait,
damn ball.
you really think that coach not gonna be on the phone with one of them coaches telling them what to do?
He can't. It's
Run the
against the
Because I know
ball.
rules.
one of them gonna have some AirPods. One of them gonna have some AirPods in their head underneath whatever the fuck they wearing on their head, and talking to their head coach, and he gonna be telling them what the fuck to do.
Nah, the Browns are gonna lose by double digits.
I don't see it though, because the Steelers are pretenders to me. When they got out to that big undefeated thing, they beat up a trash
They're,
team. They are
they're pretenders
pretenders.
to me as well, but the Browns shouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Well, you got to blame the
Well, you
Dolphins
can
for
thank the
that.
Dolphins for that.
You know what's gonna
Blame the
happen.
Dolphins.
You know what's gonna happen. The Browns, they're gonna lose this playoff game, and when they come back next year, all the fans are gonna be hyped up. They're gonna start coming to the games, and they ain't gonna make the playoffs.
I'm saying if the Dolphins would have handled their business, yeah, then you're right. The Browns would have been in the playoff. You know what? Ryan
They should have never
Fitzpatrick
benched
got hurt.
Fitzpatrick.
Got sick or something.
They should have never
I
put him on the
mean, it
bench.
didn't matter. It didn't matter who was playing quarterback for the Dolphins. They weren't gonna beat Buffalo last week with the way that they were playing.
Buffalo
It didn't
would put
matter.
their foot
Yeah,
all the
but
way
why
in
would you
the ass.
bench Fitzpatrick after you
He
won
had
3 games in a
COVID.
row?
Yeah,
No,
COVID.
that's why he
Oh,
didn't play the last game.
oh
They
yeah,
benched him early in the
yeah.
season just to bench him.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
wasn't smart. You were
they
winning.
still ended up with 10 wins. So I don't know.
I'm
But
just saying, most of it because of the damn defense.
They
It wasn't because of cool.
they should have won the division this year.
I'm just saying, the Dolphins choked. They choked. And the Browns lucked in
That was
to
just
play the Steelers.
no, the Dolphins weren't gonna beat the Bills for their division.
But they was gonna be the wild card team if they won.
Uh, I
nah.
mean, yeah,
If
I
the
think
Dolphins
they had
didn't
a
bench Fitzpatrick
they.
when they did, they won the division.
No, I don't think so.
They would have won the division. They
That's a
were hot.
buzz saw.
Fitzpatrick was playing the best ball of his life. They should have never put him on the bench.
He
Never.
always played the best ball of his life, followed by the worst ball of his life, bro. That's Fitzmagic's
Hey, bro,
story,
dude
bro.
even came in the fourth quarter and saved them when Tua looked bad for the damn near the whole game. Like Fitzpatrick was just on one this year, man. They had no business putting that dude on the bench. So he need to come back to Tennessee. I got a house for you. You can come back to Tennessee. We'll give you one more shot, Fitz.
Nah,
Come on home.
y'all got
I
Tannehill.
think the reason they did that
I'm
is
not
they
hearing
wanted to
you.
see what Tua had. I think the reason they did that
But
is they wanted to see what Tua had in them.
that wasn't a time.
No, listen. And because they got a top 3 pick in this draft, they might do
He
what the
better get a
Cardinals did a
quarterback.
few years back with Murray, and they might end up taking another quarterback. if Fields is on the
But
board.
what quarterback coming out in this draft would you take over Tua?
Fields,
Fields,
Zach Wilson.
I say Justin Fields if he's done.
Fields.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take
For
Fields
what?
over Tua. We know
Man,
Trevor
that dude
Lawrence
can't throw.
the first 2 picks, so he out.
He can't.
But
Did
Fields,
you not watch the Clemson game?
shit, Fields is his own one,
That's
boy.
that's one game out of.
He led the nation in completion percentage. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Fields is a different monster right now. I'm just saying.
You counting that? And they didn't play nobody for those 5 games, so we count that. Cause I seen
Yeah.
the body work last season, and I was not.
Throw the ball,
I was
bro.
beyond disappointed.
That's crazy because even going out of last year, he was supposed to be the number 2 pick in the draft. So, and then he just beat Clemson, and just watch. If he balls out against Alabama, there's gonna be a legitimate conversation for him to go number 1.
He'll in Jacksonville being Jacksonville, they gonna ride with Justin Fields. Watch if he beat Alabama, Jacksonville being
Please
Jacksonville.
Take him.
And
You want him once a play? I would cheer. Yeah. Take him. Please take him.
He's still picking up with the Jets.
I'm not concerned about none of them. Jacksonville, you can take either one of them. They ain't gonna help y'all no fucking way.
What I'm saying, Tua looks like he's a bit overrated right now, bro. Tua looks like he's overrated.
Tua had Jerry Jeudy. He had Ruggs. He had Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, that's why he look good.
He had a track team. He don't have no track team.
Come on, man.
Fucking Devontae Parker stay hurt. Preston Williams stay hurt. Mike Gesicki was balling. He been solid the last few years, but yeah.
But he got hurt.
But yeah, it's like, but and then even with that, they can say what they want. Tua still didn't look like he was 100% from that hip injury. So why rush him out there when not only is Fitzpatrick balling, but he winning games for you? Like, that move made no sense at that time. I can see if Fitzpatrick was 1-4, 2-5. Nah, y'all was winning. Fitzpatrick had y'all.
I'll agree. The timing was very weird, but at the end of the day, I mean, they made their decision and they got to deal with that.
I'm just saying, you know what it was about, man. You pick a quarterback at the top, whatever, you got to play him. That's what happened. When they felt like he was ready,
and they paid for him, so I ain't got no problem with it.
But like I said, the Browns gonna take this. They're gonna take advantage of Tua.
So, bro, the Packers and the Giants are the couple organizations I ever seen get that right. Even though if you draft a quarterback early, don't mean you don't let him sit back and learn till he's properly ready to get on the field. When Aaron Rodgers sat out that year or whatever the fuck it was behind Brett Favre, that didn't do nothing but help him. Even though Brett Favre wasn't trying to teach him. You know what I'm saying? And when he finally hit the field, he hit the field running.
No way on earth were they gonna bench Brett Favre in Green Bay. No way on earth they gonna do that.
They didn't bench him. They just got rid of him. They just kicked him out the door.
No. All right, let me clarify this for y'all. Since we got the subject matter expert right here. What happened was 4 or 5 years at that point, Favre was doing this thing in the off season where you start a bunch of drama of I might retire. No, I'm not gonna retire. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna retire. And he would do that over and over again. And he did it for like 4 or 5 years. And finally that off season, yeah, pretty much. And finally that off season, he was like, yeah, I'm done. Like, this is my final year. So the Packers are like, all right, cool. We're moving forward. Aaron Rodgers is our man. Whatever. Well, then Favre was like, nah, actually, I want to come back. And the Packers were like, we already just committed to Rodgers. Like, we can't do that. So that's when they were like, all right, let's see if we can trade him. So that's why they traded him to the Jets. He ended up having a really good year until he got hurt. And then I mean, Rodgers didn't do amazing in '08, but he was solid. And then '09 is when the greatness started. That's when he started making the playoffs. And I think that was Favre's best year of his career as well with the Vikings.
You
Yeah,
know, he
Sidney
lost
Rice and Adrian Peterson, and y'all were bounty gating him.
Oh man, if you didn't play football, everybody put bounties on somebody once, and the Vikings admitted they had one themselves. So, but y'all
No,
got
that's
any
fine.
shout
No,
out?
it's fine. It's fine. At the end of the day, I don't ever want to see the Vikings win Super Bowl, and I don't ever want to see the Bears win one because they haven't won in my lifetime, and I never want to see the Lions win one. So I'm
Well, they
fine with
haven't
that.
technically the Bears haven't won one in my lifetime either. I was on the way. I was here, but I wasn't here. So yeah, it looked like we lost Aston, but
The
we got to shout out.
reincarnated.
Like I was here in '85. You know, I was born in June of that year. They won the Super Bowl in January that
Oh, in
year. So
February. Yeah.
yeah, February that year. I was there.
Yeah.
I was, but it was. Guess you can call it my lifetime. I guess I don't know. I was thought of. Put it that. And we're gonna keep that streak going. And they won it down here, so we're gonna keep that streak going. No Super Bowl shuffle for the Bears, but you got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Just shout out to y'all for having me on like always. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Jonathan Taylor. I hope he balls out today. I know they're playing right now. I don't know what the stats are looking like, so we'll see. But I'm hoping the Colts can pull this game off just for him. Yeah, my team's not playing this week, fortunately. We'll be waiting on whichever one of y'all bums wins this week. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Giannis. I thought he broke his hip last night, but he came back and finished the game, so I'm glad to hear that. So I'm gonna send out my thoughts and prayers to him, hoping that he's healthy and continues to have another dominant year in his early career.
All right, since Nasty not here, I guess I got to do the Nasty shout out. Well, first I want to say Derrick Henry gonna run for 200 something yards, and we gonna he back like he back. He trying to get back. Well, he gonna run for 200 something yards, and the Titans gonna win. And Derrick Henry's the greatest back since Jim Brown. I tell you, he's the best ever. And we gonna run through Lamar fucking face. Oh, hey, Nasty, how you doing, bro? I know he was back. We just gonna run, dive left, dive right.
Hey, bro,
Derrick Henry up his face.
All I'm gonna tell you is this: I'm gonna get my payback. You just be ready.
Go ahead.
Oh man.
Got any shout outs?
Hey, bro, listen, man. I'm gonna shout out the NFL and all the MVP voters on this one. Listen, man. We tired of the MVP being quarterback only award. Y'all need to start showing some respect to these position players that's putting in work. You can't even touch these quarterbacks no more. And they throwing these 1 yard passes and all the receivers doing all the work and y'all giving them all the credit. It gotta stop. This man ran for 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns. He led the league in rushing touchdowns back-to-back years. You take him out of our offense, we win 3 games. That is the definition of an MVP. Derrick Henry, MVP. That's my shout out. Tighten up, man. Put some respect on his name. That's all I'm saying.
Brandon, any thoughts on Derrick Henry for MVP? Since, Aaron Rodgers, the clear favorite to be the MVP this year?
Let me know when Henry scores 51 touchdowns in the season.
Did Rodgers score 51 touchdowns, or did he throw it to his team and say, please get in the end zone? That's all I'm going to say.
He threw 48 and ran for 3 more.
I mean,
and 38 of them were in the red zone alone. Did Derrick Henry even have 51 touchdowns in his career?
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
I don't think so. Derrick Henry's only played like this for about 2.5 years.
And in those 2 years, he is an elite company. You said it yourself. We have multiple quarterbacks that's thrown for 5,000 yards now. We have multiple quarterbacks that's going over 40 touchdowns. We even have a couple quarterbacks that's thrown for 50 touchdowns. But now we have a running back that has literally put a whole team on his back, carried us to a division championship. Not only did he do that, he rushed for 2,000 yards in the process. He led the league in touchdowns again in the process. You got to put some respect on his name, bro. He can't just, y'all
You know
can't
what's
just
funny?
say, all right, let's give a quarterback the MVP, and whoever was truly the best offensive player, give him offensive player of the year. That don't make no sense.
You know what's funny? Devontae Adams had more touchdowns than Henry this year, and he missed 2.5 games.
So if Devontae Adams had more touchdowns than Henry, who was more valuable, him or Rodgers?
Both. They need each other to succeed.
So you mean to tell me one is not more valuable than the other? Well, it's a clear conversation for us that nobody more.
That's funny because Henry didn't do nothing until 68 took over. So.
You mean he didn't get the ball until 68 took over? It's two different things. Because we threw
not
Mario.
My problem.
Because we
that's not my problem.
Hey, and
all not my problem.
But guess what, dude?
Henry's success didn't take off until Tannehill got there. You got a case for offensive player of the year. It should be a 3-way tie between Henry, Kelsey, and Adams. But if they gave it to Henry, I'd be okay with it. But he has no shot at MVP.
He's the MVP, man.
You hope he's the MVP.
When you define MVP most valuable, that means that player cannot be replaced. There's nothing.
Tell me how many games Green Bay wins without Rodgers.
Y'all still win y'all division this year without Rodgers. And you know you do. Y'all defense was better than it's ever been in a long time this season. Number one, Devontae Adams.
Because we had so much time of possession. Aaron Rodgers was over there making sure teams like y'all couldn't run the ball.
Was it him or was Devontae Adams playing out his mind this year? Was Aaron Jones having a solid season whenever he was on the field this year? You can't say it was just him. Your team was good this year.
I'm not saying it was just him, but then that's like take go ahead, take away Mahomes MVP from 2 years ago because he has Kelsey and Hill. Go ahead, take away everything. No, matter of fact, Derrick Henry doesn't deserve it because your offensive line blocked for him.
They blocked for him? Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead. Give MVP to Roger Saffold. And Ben Jones.
Because Roger Saffold not blocking 8 in the box. He blocking 1.
Dang, that sucks.
We blocking 6 of them.
He did throw 33 touchdown passes this year, though, bro. So
why did he throw 33 touchdown passes this year?
He threw 33 touchdown passes.
And guess what? I guess
because his offensive line was blocking for him good.
At least 20 was all play action. I guarantee it. At least 20 of those touchdowns was play action passes.
You know what? Enjoy your first team All-Pro. Enjoy your Pro Bowl. Enjoy your possible offensive player of the year. But he ain't winning no MVP.
How was Derrick Henry not unanimous for the All-Pro voting? How was that possible?
Because they had other backs doing their thing too.
No other back was.
Did you see the receivers?
None of them was unanimous.
Somebody gave a vote to Cole Beasley.
Like he don't deserve a vote no more.
Nah.
That
must have been a Bills fan with that shit.
I mean, but even with that, if you're a Bills fan, that's only one receiver you can put in the conversation. Cole Beasley.
Adams had 49 votes. Diggs had 48 votes. DK Metcalf and Calvin Ridley and Cole Beasley all had 1 vote.
Cole Beasley does not deserve a vote at all.
Yeah, Cole Beasley a vote.
He don't deserve
probably
a vote.
Probably the same person that didn't want Adams to get unanimous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whoever did that, they need to expose him and take his voters card. You don't deserve a vote when you do shit like that.
They need to do the same thing to him that they did when John Morant didn't get it.
Yep.
When John Morant didn't get his unanimous Rookie of the Year, that guy got exposed. They need to do the same thing to this guy. Because even then, if he didn't put that vote on Beasley, Diggs would have tied Adams. That's probably what it was. He didn't want Adams to get unanimous, but he also didn't want it to be a tie. So he was probably like, oh, I'm going to give a random vote.
All right, but even if you give a random vote, I can understand I can partially understand the Metcalf getting a vote. I'm not going to.
Or even Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, but Cole Beasley.
Hopkins.
Let's think about how many receivers we will vote for before we vote for Cole Beasley.
What is Cole Beasley?
I know for a fact I would take AJ Brown over Cole Beasley. DeAndre Hopkins way over Cole Beasley. I take Tyler Lockett over Cole Beasley.
I'll take Cooper Kupp over
Cooper Kupp. That's another one.
I'll take MVS over Cole Beaslly.
Exactly. CD Lamb. I'll take the whole Cowboys.
I'll take Nelson Aguilar right now over Cole Beasley.
Whoever that is, they need to expose him and take his vote.
Look, Aguilar balled out for the Raiders.
So, bro, I really think that they pulled a fast one. I don't think that was Aguilar. I think for the first half of the season, that was Antonio Brown dressed up in Aguilar jersey. Because Aguilar couldn't catch a cold last year. Not only was he catching cold, he burning people? Nah, that must have been Antonio Brown.
This Beasley stats. 82 receptions, 967 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's your all-pro. You got to vote for all-pro. Not even 1,000 yards, even though this was the best year of his career. 4 touchdowns.
But how you vote for him over Hopkins?
Don't know.
I just know that. And the other snub I want to bring up in the All-Pro is my boy Jair not getting first team. That was some fucking bullshit. Because all these motherfuckers care about is some fucking interceptions. But if you look at his game-by-game stats, common opponents that he had with Jalen Ramsey, he did better against those opponents, which was Mike Evans and Allen Robinson. So I think that's complete bullshit. Not that Ramsey's not the best corner in the league, but Jair had the best season. And I don't give a fuck that Xavier Howard had 10 interceptions. Interceptions aren't everything. J.C. Jackson is garbage, and he had 9 interceptions.
So I hate to have to agree with you on that one, but I actually agree with you on that. And that's also bringing my case back to why Derrick Henry is the real MVP. Because at the end of the day, he's the most valuable player in the NFL right now. He's the best running back in the league. It's not even close. Put some respect on his name.
6 touchdowns in the game.
I'm sorry, what?
He did score 6 touchdowns in the game, sir.
Okay, so Kamara scored 6 touchdowns in the game. How many touchdowns did he have for the season?
He had to sit out 1 game for COVID.
That ain't what I asked you. How many touchdowns did he have for the season?
Like 13. He scored half his touchdowns in one game.
Had 6 in 1 game. Fuck out
Yeah,
of
16,
here, man.
sir. He had 16, sir. He was 1 off the league. He had 16, sir.
And he had 6 in 1 game.
So over a third of his touchdowns came in one game.
That's not helping your case, Mo. That's making it worse.
That's helping it.
That's making it worse. That's making it worse.
I do want to say it's disrespectful that Dalvin Cook didn't get any votes for at least second or third team. I think Dalvin Cook definitely should have had votes.
So who was second? Kamara was on second team?
I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
He didn't?
Let me see.
Because I'm trying to think of who else had a good season.
I know Aaron Jones didn't get any votes, but I don't know. I've told many people I don't think he's a top 5 running back. People from other fan bases are trying to tell me, but
Kamara was second.
I think Dalvin Cook had a legitimate case to be second team.
Well, that 6 touchdown game gave Kamara a second team nod.
Yeah.
And I think the Vikings losing as much as they didn't help Dalvin Cook's case. But his numbers was good this year.
Yeah, he had a great year.
But Kamara was in the MVP race until he went down. And then Derrick Henry went on a tear. That's what happened. After the beginning of the year, it was Kamara to lose. That's when he was going crazy in the first couple games. And then he got hurt.
Matter of fact,
Derrick Henry went haywire. He started getting 200 yards every damn game. and then
Hey, bro,
so
and
then
I'm gonna end this podcast on this. Fuck Derrick Henry. That motherfucker screwed me out of goddamn $1,200. He's a bitch to me. Fuck him. I could tackle his ass, and I'm out.
line up again. I'm calling Derrick Henry tomorrow. When the season's over, I want to see this.
Hey, Oklahoma drill.
I'm
Lord,
calling him.
shout
I'm
out
letting
to
you know when
y'all,
the season's over with, I need to see this.
y'all.
Nah. I'm talking like I'm talking like your boy Brad. That's talking about he could beat Brock
Britt
Lesnar.
Savage. Oh, Britt Savage.
Oh man, ain't gonna leave Brett alone, man. Brett, man, Brett Everclub, bro, straight out the bottom. I'm
That's
not
straight
lying.
acid.
Brett drunk Everclub straight out the bottle.
Yeah, that's
No
child.
chase. You might can take
Well,
over Brock.
all I'm gonna say is, fuck Derrick Henry. That motherfucker should personally deliver me $1,200 because his bum ass let Tannehill score instead of himself.
That hate is real. It's real.
Nah, man, I have faith in this man. All I needed was 16 points, and his bum got me 13.
Hey, bro, it sounds like the rest of your team ain't show up, man. It ain't Derrick Henry, folks.
No, it sounds like Derrick Henry had a shitty game, and he did,
I mean,
and that's why the team got smoked.
One thing I can say about the Tennessee Titans, it showed last year, we don't do so well when you got to go to the up north cold. So, yeah, should have known that was gonna happen.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that the MVP was gonna choke when he got in some cold weather? Matter of
He didn't
fact, I
choke.
should have known that because he plays for Bama, and when it gets cold out, Bama don't go to the cold. Bama stays in the south. So I should have known that.
That's a small team.
So that means y'all gonna lose to Kansas City. Gotcha.
Nah, because it ain't gonna be that cold this year.
It's gonna
And
be.
that's why I want
Man,
the
it
coach to
snows
beat
in
Buffalo.
Kansas City.
Because if the
It
coach beat
snows in
Buffalo,
Kansas City.
they going to Kansas City, and and hopefully they can pull up an upset, and we'll fuck them up. I ain't worrying about that.
No, y'all will go to Kansas City first because Buffalo a higher seed.
That's why I wanted the coach to win.
Nah, they ain't gonna win.
If the Colts win or the Browns win, I don't have to go to Kansas City right now.
The hate is real. I hope y'all do beat the doggone Ravens and y'all got to see my homeboy beat y'all ass again.
Well, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. If we play them round 2, they gonna put up 50 on us.
At least
It
you're
is
honest.
what it is. They gonna score 50.
But like I said, the last word before we get out of here, man, because
Derrick Henry, MVP. That's all I got.
That's funny. Bet Online already sent me my money for Aaron Rodgers MVP.
Well, I ain't bet on that, but Derrick Henry MVP.
I bet on it. They already sent me my money. There's a lot sealed and in the bag.
All right, bet. Let me call him right now and let him know that was a fraudulent purchase. That was a fraudulent bet made. That's not even a real user. I'm hating.
They've took enough. They've took enough of my money.
But good show, man. Good show, bro. And we'll get back at y'all next week with more sports news. We'll probably talk basketball next time. And recap the wild card weekend when my Saints are gonna be home for another game.
Yeah, y'all can be home. Oh, look, any Saints players that won't go fishing after y'all lose, I ain't got no problem going fishing with y'all. Hit the up, man. We go catch them. They got some rainbow trout. They start with rainbow trout. So Saints players that won't go fishing after y'all lose to the Bears, get at me, man. Let's go get on this water. Catch trout.
You gonna be quiet like you always are when the Titans game on. So we ain't gonna hear from you all week.
No. You don't hear from me until the game is over with.
I didn't hear from him until like 2 days after we whooped that ass.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You went missing after that Packers game, bro.
Nah, I did not.
He did. He was gone for about 2 days.
I went to work.
2 days.
No, I ain't gonna miss. I went to work.
You forgot your charger at work, huh?
I don't never charge my phone at work. I was at work.
Man, they were looking for you.
All right, y'all.
Brian Charles was looking for you too.
I talked to him every day. I ain't worried about that.
But man, everybody, y'all, you be easy. Everybody else out here, be easy. We'll hit y'all up this next week. Peace.
Man, we
Venom
out.
and Smoke Podcast, you heard me?